3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Coming out of the end zone, Eskridge. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 6. To start the drive.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here.
Can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. When you look at this defense, against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Out of the gun, Smith. Trouble, and he's taken down. Nick Bosa, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
3rd and long, it's Smith. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now Geno. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Geno is going to get this complete to Walker.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And some room to run now. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to Walker on 1st down.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead.
Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball and moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, But that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. This a 2nd and 8. Shotgun now with Purdy. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And wriggled down quickly just past the 40 at the 41. 23 yards to pick up there.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Purdy to throw it on first down.
It's caught. Mitchell. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
It'll be a nickel look here. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here.
Down there right side, it's McCaffrey. And he's taken down inside the 30.
On first down, it's Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk.
His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Thunderbirds are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing.
That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. picked off by Fred Warner. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
Eluding the pressure right. This one caught by Kittle. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On first down, Purdy.
Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be second down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Now 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Purdy looking to throw.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And now Metcalf going to get a chance to run. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
Play action. It's Smith. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden out.
I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Smith. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
Well, they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So no gain on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you try to have a few men in the box there.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Throwing now is Geno. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Geno now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Walker. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up. Myers connects on the PAT. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Nixon now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Here's 2nd and 7. Purdy off the play fake. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 17-10 score. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Purdy from the gun. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Purdy.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Purdy sets up to throw again. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final time. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Purdy now to throw.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown.
Now Moody for the PAT.
And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. First down, here's Mitchell. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Ayuk goes in motion.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Two yards to go, second down.
In motion left goes a tight end.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
An 18-yard touchdown run.
And the Thunderbirds have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
On third down, here's Walker.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. On 4th down, Smith. Forced out to his left.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Running left is Walker. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll fake it. Now Smith sliding out of the pocket. And he wisely will throw that one away.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now Geno. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's the knowledge he gained from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. To throw is Smith. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt, and the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way.
Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
Nixon now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in step up and assert its will over the other.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Third and 3.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
4th down try. Here's Purdy.
Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And they're going to speed things up here.
Back to throw, Purdy. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw off the play action.
Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Back to the ground here, Mitchell.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Elijah Mitchell.
A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Thunderbirds are able to add on to that lead. Extra point try now for Moody.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Smith now to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 3/4 in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Willis on the option to the right.
Past the 20. And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Malik Willis, 49 yards. And the Thunderbirds are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that come.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't
lost.
work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
75 yards.
And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Ayuk goes in motion.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. Throwing here, Purdy.
Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It's taken to the 26. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
20! And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word. But if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
They're going right back to Walker.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calais Campbell on the stop.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
They'll try the air now with Smith. Rolling to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
All right, partner, count with me. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Look, he had all day to throw the football and never got rid of it and allowed for the sack. That's not on the offensive line.
Myers' kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Throwing on second down, it's Purdy. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Here's Purdy.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Aaron Donald picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. And on now is the punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 33.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Back to Walker on 1st down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Now an option play on 2nd down. Option play, and they'll give to Walker.
The 20, down to the 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Seahawks have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. The quarterback will keep it himself. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
And this ball recovered in the end zone, but hold on here. This is reminiscent of the old holy roller play. Ken Stabler, Dave Casper from back in the 70s. This will not be a touchdown. What happens here is it comes back out to the spot of the fumble.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And the Seahawks have recovered. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he is going to have a first down here. And that should be the one that seals a victory. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Purdy down to a knee, and that should be the final act of the ball game.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.